Hey y'all, it's your girl Asia. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be doing 2 braids in my hair with braiding hair. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below some videos you would like me to do. Stay until the end of the video obviously so you can see the results and all of that good stuff. So yeah, let's just get straight into the video. Y'all, so basically I already washed my hair. I used this hair dryer brush thingy, which is basically like a 2-in-1 hair dryer and brush, and I basically just ran that through my hair to dry all of my hair because I just washed it. So it's basically clean hair, nothing in it, no product in it at all, not one drop of thing in it. So I already parted my hair down the middle and down the back, which is these 2 sections right here. And I'm basically going for the 2 braid look. So I'm going to slick back my hair into 2 like this, and I'm going to braid the 2 braids with braiding hair. Now for the braiding hair, I'm using this Easy Braid Professional. Not sure y'all can probably, I got this in my beauty supply store. My mom got it for me. This is the color 27 and it's 30 inches, and I only got 1 pack, so we're making the 1 pack do for 2 braids. So we're just going to get straight into it. I am going to be using this Diva Curl Ultra Defining Gel to slick down my hair and slick it back because it's kind of like the only gel I have. Well, I have other gel, but this one is the Stronghold No Crunch Styler. I would like my hair to get hard and crunchy, so that's just what it is. So this is going to be the first part that I put in my hair. I'm going to take about this much, and don't mind my broken nail, y'all. And I'm just gonna apply that just on the roots where I want to be slicking my hair back, and just kind of like this in the back. Not really so much as in the actual hair, but yeah. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna slick it back with my little brush. Like one of those brushes that's made for slicking your hair back, not just a regular detangling brush, because it's not a regular detangling brush. And when doing this, you do want it to be pretty tight, but not too tight to where it's like you're ripping out your hair and stuff. In the back baby hairs. Cause I swear every time I do braids, my little back hairs down here, they get this stuff right every time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tie this up. Just like that. I'm gonna pull a little bit. I find when you pull it though, like pull this, it creates those lumps and bumps. Take about the same amount. And then you're just gonna do the same thing on this side. I'm not gonna lie, the other side is easier because I'm right-handed, not left-handed, but we're gonna still make it work. And I feel like this hairstyle is like super duper easy to the point where it's like you don't really need a hairstylist to do this hairstyle, you know? Maybe you just need like a little bit of help with the parting if you can't see your parts. You don't know how the parts is gonna come out, but super easy. Let me try to make them even. Hold on. Okay. And then you're gonna tie it. I'm using black hair ties, as you can see. My hair is clearly not black, so yeah, it really doesn't matter what type of hair tie you use, but I will use a pretty durable hair tie, and you're not gonna see this once the hairstyle is done. So feel free to use whatever you're comfortable with, what you're used to, what's easier for you. And it should look something like this. And this gel is pretty lightweight. It's not like heavy duty and stuff. I don't plan to leave this hairstyle in for too long, but I at least want it to last while it's in. I'm gonna apply some extra gel. That way it can, like, you know, get the little flyaways. So this is the hair. Obviously it's pre-stretched. I think everything is always better when it's pre-stretched. Now I have to put this into 2. Usually if you're going to do 1 braid, you just substitute this little close tie thingy and put in a hair tie, but since I'm doing 2 braids, I have to take this out and separate it into 2. So I'm just gonna take it, split it into 2, try to make them even at least. I'm not going to extend this. Feel it in your hand to make sure everything's even, and then just pull it. 30 inches. I'm gonna just put one down. And then we're gonna take it. And you can make them even longer, don't really matter. But you're gonna take a hair tie and basically like tie that into it. So what you're gonna do, what I find easier to do, is you're gonna take it like this. I'm trying to see if y'all can see. Then you're gonna take it, you're gonna just like, y'all, let me just do it right quick. See if y'all can see it, cause this right here with nails is probably the hardest thing ever. So it should look something like this, the little loop-de-loop. And I'm gonna just pull the hair to get rid of that little bump. And just pull this right here to make it a little tighter. So it's basically like this. I'm not too sure how to look, y'all. I'm not too sure how to explain it to you. I'm gonna try to show you for the second one. All right, so I took a hair tie that was kind of like the same color as my hair for this part. Although you don't really have to because you're not gonna see it, I still did. So you're gonna take it in your hand like so. You're gonna put this under. Hold on, let me put it under. So it's basically like this, right? It's like this. And then you're gonna take this side or this side and you're gonna put it through this one. And then you're gonna bring it back up. Right, so it's looking like this. And then you're gonna just put it through either side, doesn't matter what side. Then you're gonna pull. When you pull, it should look something like this. Then you're just gonna pull. And then you should have like a little loop-de up here. You know, this is what it's looking like. So you got the hair tie that's holding it, and then the ends. So I'm just gonna take my little wig brush. I have a wig brush and my actual hair brush, and I'm just gonna comb through, brush through, get rid of all the knots because you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? And taking it out the pack, you basically just like disturb the piece in the pack. So this is the unbrushed one. As you can see, it looks kind of, you know, unbrushed. She's just gonna brush it to get rid of all the loose hairs and to detangle it. So yeah. And as you can see, all that gold stuff is from the loose hair or the hairs that just came out. I'm gonna take my hairbrush that I use for my hair, two different brushes, and I'm just gonna brush out my hair. And then I'm gonna take one of these, and you're basically going to just tie this up here, if that makes sense. So I think it's easier to pull your own hair through rather than the braiding hair. Try that one more time. Okay, so this, I'm just gonna try to tighten it a little bit. And as you can see, It should look something like this. Your hair can be on top, the braiding hair can be on top. It doesn't matter, you're not gonna see that. I'm gonna go ahead and take the next one and do the exact same thing. So if you didn't pay attention this time. You're gonna comb out your own hair to make sure all the tangles are gone before you connect the other hair. Just like that. You're gonna take this little loop-de-loop, grab it through, pull your own hair through, and then basically just tie it on like a regular hair tie and pull this hair through again until the hair tie is basically tight, because you don't want it to be loose. And just kind of like pull a little bit. So it should look something like this. You're going all the way down. Obviously you can see my real hair because it's sticking up. But for this little part right here, you're not gonna see that. So you're gonna take just a little bit out of the braiding hair, and just a very little bit. I'll say probably like this much, because this is what you're gonna do to wrap around so you don't see those hair ties and everything. Now what I like to do, because it's like, where are you gonna put this? You know what I'm saying? If you're doing it on yourself, where are you gonna put this? Usually if you do it on somebody else, you just have to put it. So what you're gonna do, I like to just wrap it around my neck. Just wrap it again one more time. I'm gonna just wrap it around my neck because, like I said, where else are you gonna put it? You don't want to do too much though. So with that being said, I'm gonna take my wig brush and I'm just gonna kind of like brush them together. And we're just gonna braid like normal. So I'm gonna kind of like turn this way so you guys can see. So you're gonna split. Some people say it's like easier to split the braiding hair and then your own hair. Up to you. Just split it in 3. So it's gonna be, but with both sections you do want to include braiding and your own. Put that back there. Try to make sure all 3 sections are even. And then you just go from there and braid like normal. So me, I braid. I think I'm an underbraider. I'm not too sure, but basically just gonna braid like normal. Don't grab that piece. Don't grab that piece. And then when you reach about like this much, I like to leave the rest to curl. Although I can keep still braiding, I like to curl the bottom. And you're just gonna take a clear rubber band. You're just gonna tie that multiple times until it gets pretty tight. And then it should look like this. At the end, obviously, this is synthetic hair, so it's gonna be a little bit on the frizzier side, but this is how the braid should look. Now if you did want your braid to be a little bit more on the puffy side, or like what's trending right now, people like pull it to make it look like fishtail braids, even though it's not a fishtail braid, all you do is just like basically pull it, but that's not my objective for today, so we're not going to do that. And then you can just leave this here for now. I'm gonna go ahead and braid this side, and then we're gonna continue this. around to make sure everything's the same. You're gonna take just a little bit, not a lot, from the braiding hair. And you can wrap that around your neck again, or whatever you find is good for you. You know, take it under your shirt, put it back there, so you know it's not gonna be in your way. And then you're gonna do the same thing, split your hair in 3, and then continue braiding. And then to make them even, you're just gonna braid down to the same length as this one would be. So I have a little bit more to go just to make them even, because it makes no sense to have 2 braids that aren't even. But if you're just doing 1 braid, just braid down to the point where you're satisfied with how long it is. And yeah. Take your clear rubber band. Well, they both should be around the same length. And then you have these 2 little things right here. Now, if you look closely, you can see that this one is longer than this one. Keep them side by side, but that's okay. You don't necessarily have to cut it, but if you want to cut it, you can. I think I'm just gonna cut it just a little bit to make it more on the even side, just because it's low-key like dramatically longer. I'm gonna cut in this angle right here, so you're just gonna cut. Go down some, go up some. Feel me? And then just cut that off. And then you're just gonna cut up to get rid of that straight edge. Okay, so now this is what we have. We have the 2 braids, and then we have these 2 little pieces right here that we're gonna wrap around. And before you even wrap around that piece of hair, you want to see if you like the braids the way they are. So if you think it's cute like this, then leave it like this. If you think it'll look better if you, fluff some out some, then fluff them out. To fluff them out, you're just gonna sit there and you're just gonna pull. Okay? Even with it tied up at the bottom, just pull. But I wouldn't do that too much. That's just to get the illusion of like a bigger, thicker braid. But with doing this, it does make the braid a little bit shorter, so keep that in mind. You're just gonna pull. And now it's looking very much thicker than this side. Let me show you. So like you see, this side is the undone side and this side is the done side. You see the difference? It's just fluffier. So you're just gonna pull. But you don't want to be too aggressive doing this. Like, you feel me? Like, you get too aggressive, you're gonna mess up the braid. You're just gonna pull. Obviously your goal is not to make it frizzy or anything, but just to make it a little fluffier. Okay, so now you should have these 2 little pieces hanging down. What you're gonna do, obviously you don't have to cut them, you don't want to cut them, but what I like to do, I like to take either my Got2b glue spray, or I take the Got2b extra glue styling gel. I'm gonna take just a little bit of this, the gel, and I'm just going to rub it through to make it like really just one. And then take this and you're just basically going to wrap that around. So I'm gonna rub this through this side too, so it's not too frizzy. so it's not too frizzy. And then it'll just like stay as one rather than opening up into multiple strands. So that's that. So when you pick it up, you feel me, it's like one strand. So we're gonna start on this side. You're gonna take it and you're just going to basically fold and go around. So you're gonna pull. This process you may need to comb it out some, just depends, but wrap around and just keep wrapping around until you cover everything. I'm gonna spray some cotton right here so it can like stay. Come back around. Right, so it should be covering all of those hair ties. Braid. Go around twice. And you kind of want to like open it up rather than having it like this. You're going to just open it up kind of like that. So that it's covering everything. Okay y'all, so I showed you guys me curling the ends, and this is what they look like when they're curled. Some of them are a little bit, you know, this was going everywhere, but I think it's still cute when you stand up. And just squeeze a little bit. You stand up and you got the little curly curls at the end. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just oil my scalp with this Jamaican black castor oil, and it's a little dropper inside. So I'm gonna just to moisturize my scalp a little bit. Just go all the way back and down. And I'm gonna use the same Deep Curl Ultra Defining Gel and just like a tad bit, not too much. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the little comb side. So it's very little bit on the comb. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just do my edges like that. Some like these. I like them to be a little bit fluffy. Then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so I basically curled up this side. These are the edges. You can just use any excess gel. Just slick back stuff that don't need to be, you know, in the way. And yeah. And then you can spray some spritz. Just because I love the smell of spritz. But this is the final look. Edges are done. The part is there. The braids are done. And they go pretty, you know, they go pretty far down. So this is the end of the video. I hope you guys love this hairstyle and love the video itself. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow all my social medias so you can see all my pics and stuff. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video.